News Leader 9.
It's been a year since an East Alabama man went missing after being released from jail. We speak to the missing man's family, who believes someone knows what happened to him.
Plus, chilling sounds from victims of a deadly shooting inside of a Georgia FedEx facility. Hear the newly released 911 calls.
Also tonight, a Fort Benning soldier is honored for his heroic act on the Chattahoochee River. See how he was awarded for his bravery by the city of Columbus. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for News Leader 9 at 11. I'm Barbara Gauthier. And I'm Jason Dennis. A West Point man has been missing for more than a year now and has not contacted his family since he was released from an East Alabama jail last May. News Leader 9's Annie Hubble met with the family of James Gardner today and explains how they're pleading for the public's help to get answers.
We want to get some answers, and we like to find them hopefully alive.
The family of 41-year-old West Point resident James Gardner is looking for answers to why their loved one has not returned home in over a year. We're trying to make this news fresh, and we're trying to reach out to people in the public that can assist us and let us know what they know about his this disappearance. Gardner was last seen on May 3rd, 2013, when he was released on a public intoxication charge after spending 2 days in the Chambers County Jail. It is believed he was trying to get to Lynette after his release. Family members say it was out of character for Gardner not to check in with his mother or come to collect any of his belongings.
He's a grown man. He's free to do whatever he wants. But on a daily basis, no matter what, he's going to come to that house and check in. And I mean, you know, not to come get no clothes, no toothbrush, no nothing, no personal hygiene, anything. And I just don't see how can a person just disappear in a thin air like that.
Today at a press conference, Hutchins says they've obtained a video of Gardner leaving the jail on May 3rd. Even though we have been unable to obtain a copy of this video, the family believes it shows Gardner to look disheveled, as if he suffered some kind of medical emergency while incarcerated. We're not trying to, accuse anyone of anything, but there's concern based on how he looked on the video, just his appearance. He's looked disheveled. His pants were were hanging down. Both Alabama and Georgia agencies performed a massive search effort for Gardner last May, and the Chambers County Sheriff's Department says they followed protocol on attempts to locate him. The Gardner family is organizing a second search party for James in coming weeks.
Whether it's bad news, whether his body's found somewhere, or either if he's alive somewhere. We just want some answers and some closure.
Now, despite allegations, a family is missing their loved one. So if you have any information on the whereabouts of James Gardner, you are urged to contact your local authorities. Reporting in Chambers County, Annie Hubble, WTVM, News Leader 9.
And a Georgia fugitive wanted for murder is arrested in Lynette, Alabama. Now he's waiting to be brought back to Georgia to face those charges. Police say Devontavious Williams is accused of felony murder in Union City, Georgia. Police got a tip he was hiding in Lynette, and once they searched the home, authorities say they found Williams hiding in a tree. He faces fugitive from justice charges in addition to the murder charge that's currently being held at the Chambers County Detention Facility.
Co-workers sprung into action after a shotgun-wielding gunman walked into a FedEx facility in Kennesaw, Georgia last week. The Cobb County Police released the 911 calls today. Ross Cavett has the story, all new at 11 tonight.
Cobb 911, what's the status of the emergency?
1675 Airport Road, I've been shot.
One of the first to call 911 that morning was the most seriously hurt security guard Christopher Sparkman, doing his job despite being ambushed by a shotgun-wielding intruder who'd shot him in the stomach.
Okay, who did it, sir?
I don't know. Unknown gunman. He's got a shotgun. I've been shot. What? I've been shot. I just tell my wife I love her.
Okay, what's your name?
Christopher Sparkman. I'm losing energy really fast.
Okay.
Soon, co-workers were at Sparkman's side helping him. Phones at the 911 center were lighting up as the gunman worked his way into the warehouse.
He's shot in the gut. Okay. Is the person that shot him still there?
We don't know. He's unknown.
You don't know who he was that shot him?
Is he still here? Is he still here?
The man walked in with a 12-gauge shotgun and shot my buddy. I'm in the bathroom right now. There's unknown number down. There's somebody said that somebody's been shot on the inside, but we have no idea how many.
He's okay, but he's very light. He's very pale. Okay. Please help him.
Okay, we've got police and paramedics on the way.
There were 6 victims total in the shooting. 2 of them remain in the hospital and are expected to survive.
Well, great weather out there today. Temperatures are once again back in the 80s this afternoon. Right now it's 66 in Auburn, Columbus at 72, 66 in Albany, and 69 degrees down in Dothan. Not too bad tonight either. So we've continued this very nice streak of weather, and the big picture view says the weather will likely continue for the next few days. No major changes to our weather pattern all the way through at least Thursday of this week. Now by the weekend we'll bring back the rain chances. We'll tell you more about that coming up. Tomorrow morning starting off in the upper 50s in most spots, but lots of sunshine early on your Wednesday and a quick warm up by tomorrow afternoon. And hey, don't forget tomorrow is also Weather Radio Wednesday. We will be at the Publix off of Moores Mill Road in Auburn from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget your weather radios and 3 AA batteries to program them. We'll make sure you're set up and ready to go. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Derek, thank you. A Fort Benning soldier is recognized for his bravery, not on the battlefield, but while strolling along the Riverwalk. Authorities say he sprung into action to save children from drowning. News 9's Dante Renzulli is down at the Riverwalk where this all started. And Dante, sounds like this soldier was in the right place at the right time.
Sure sounds that way, Barbara. Yeah, I'm standing right by the Riverwalk where Lieutenant Lamoureux and his newlywed wife were out for a romantic stroll in March. They were passing by the island right by the Whitewater Rapids, and they were about to go ice skating, but their plans were cut short when Lamoureux had to answer the call of duty.
The story ended differently than it normally does when a child falls into the Chattahoochee River, this time for the better. Second Lieutenant James Lamoureux received an award and was recognized at a proclamation at City Council. He's being honored for his role in saving 2 boys who might be dead if he didn't dive into the rapids when he saw trouble. Lamoureux says he remembers one thing about that day in March clearly.
Just how cold the water was. I remember jumping in and the cold water kind of freezing, my muscles up. But honestly, I'm thankful that, Kevin was saved, and that he's able to enjoy the childhood that I was able to enjoy.
We interviewed Lamoureux just days after the rescue, and he described how he immediately jumped in the water and swam towards the boys, helping them get out of the fast-moving current and safely onto a rock above the water level.
Once we got past a certain rock, there was nothing else beyond that other than the steps are about 200 meters away. I swam towards them, and thankfully, by the grace of God, I was able to get him and hold on to the rock. The little boy, the 9-year-old, his name is Kevin. Kevin was very worried about all the water that he drank. So we laughed a little bit on the rock. There was nothing else to do, so we talked, laughed a little bit, told some stories.
Lamoureux was joined by his wife and his parents at the proclamation session and award ceremony at Columbus City Council.
Lieutenant Lamoureux says he's not used to being in the spotlight, and he normally describes himself as a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. But he thanks God that he was in the right place to help out, and he also says that Columbus Fire and EMS deserves equal credit for saving him and the 2 children from the rock after he pulled them out of the waves to safety. I'm live right above the Riverwalk. Dante Renzulli for News Leader 9.
A recognition well deserved. Thank you, Dante. Also happening at tonight's City Council meeting, Columbus's mayor making a proclamation acknowledging the month of May as Lupus Awareness Month. Lupus can strike men and women of all ages. 90% of individuals diagnosed with the disease are women. It's a chronic autoimmune disease that affects different organs in your body, joints, and skin.
Well, Hannon Elementary Magnet School in Columbus got all technical tonight. School hosted its 10th annual Tech Expo. Students were able to show their stuff with the help of projects they've been working on so far this school year. The expo is a great way to show just how much technology goes into our everyday lives.
The kids use this technology. We use it all the time to make projects, and the projects are directly aligned with the curriculum. So everything that they're doing in lab every day is something that, that they're learning in their classroom as well.
And Shannon Hustick says many of the students know more about technology than most of their parents. I can attest to that. She says students also take part in district, state, and international competitions as well.
I can attest to that as well.
Yeah.
Coming up on the news at 11, the U.S. extending its hand to the Nigerian government. Find out how the country plans to help find nearly 300 recently kidnapped girls.
And a deadly wildfire continues to rage in Oklahoma. We'll tell you what's feeding the flames, keeping over 1,000 homes in danger. Stay with us.